Hi everyone, I'm talking to Amanda Bennetts of Bennets Boots today, the largest collection of wide calf boots, which is amazing. So Amanda, what inspired you to begin this?
Basically, I couldn't find any boots to fit my calves. I dragged my poor now fiance around to heaps of stores and couldn't find anything. And I dragged a friend of mine as well. And then she said to me, "Why don't I just get them made?" And that was just humiliating, just the idea that I had to get something made. So I'm like, no, no, no. Then I was overseas at the time, and I came back and I saw some friends, and I did happen to find one or two pairs that just squeezed on, very painful. And they all said, "Oh, I can't wear my boots either. Yeah, I can't wear boots because I've got wide calves." And I'm like, "Really?" And I didn't tell them that I did. Still embarrassing. So, and I told them that I got offered to get them made, and then they said, "Oh, get me some," and then it just sort of snowballed from there. That everything sort of fell into place, from meeting people on the air flights that could help to, I don't know, just everything went the right way. It was awesome.
Oh, excellent. So what would you say has been your biggest challenge in doing this, and how have you overcome it?
Ah. There's been a lot of challenges in basically every area of business there is. But if it's the biggest, I would have to say it would be myself.
Mm-hmm.
Always, like always putting. I try not to put limitations on myself, but just naturally do. And then I have to push through those to get to the next level, and push through those to get to the next level. And that it's not just with the business, it was in relationships, with the way I felt about myself and who I am, because I had to change who I am to do what I wanted to do. So that
Mm-hmm.
would be the hardest part.
That's awesome that you've done that though, and just kept pushing yourself. A lot of people would just stop and give up, which you haven't done. So, so
Oh,
you should be
yeah, been
very proud
there
of
many
yourself.
times. oh, oh, probably 1,000 times almost given up, but it's been a range of uh, different things that have kept me going. My fiance was a huge one. When things went really bad, he was the one that picked me up. But he had tough times too, because we did it all together. The other big one was the customers, which I found really strange. But they were always so supportive and so generous. They would tell their friends, and they would help promote the business to help me get through. If I didn't have those people at the start saying, "Oh, I'm so glad you did this," I just wouldn't have kept going. It would have been too hard.
Yeah, yeah. So, but if you had to start again from scratch, what would you do differently?
Oh, every everything and nothing, I suppose, because everything that went wrong taught us something. I suppose the biggest thing I would do differently would have maybe some more research, but then I suppose I wouldn't have known what to research
Mm.
anyway. You can spend forever researching and never do anything, and yeah, so if anything, that would probably be my big one. I would do more homework, more reading.
Can you tell me which living person you admire most and why?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think it's probably between my mum and my fiance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even against all famous people and successful people and everything. When it comes to admiring, maybe I'll go with my fiance Matt, who's also my business partner. I admire his ability to put up with me. Would be a big one, but more he's just got a resilience that is inspiring. Like when the chips are down, he finds a way around the problem all the time. He's just really capable, and he's not, anybody famous or anything like that, but he's just one of those people that I know. I just every time I like every few months I sort of look at him and go, wow, and There's
That's
not many people
awesome.
can value like that, you know. He's just one of those ones that he really does have the ability to adapt and move and,
Yeah,
create what he wants. It's awesome.
yeah. That's great. What are your distinctive qualities?
Ooh, um, probably perseverance
Mm-hmm.
would be one. That would be a big one. I think my ability to listen to people is
Yeah.
probably a big part, especially in fashion. I mean, and footwear. It's one of a very old industry where there's very few newcomers into it that succeed,
Yeah.
and it was just because I kept listening to what the customers wanted and what the staff wanted and what everybody wanted that I could actually put in work. Yeah, I think that would probably be one of the good ones.
Great, great. What 5 things could you not live without?
My daughter, Mary Claire, she's just amazing. My mum, Matthew,
Mm-hmm.
of course. And now my iPhone, of all
Yeah.
things. I didn't want it at the start. I really didn't want your phone, but my Matt said, "Oh, we'll get it," and he went and bought it anyway, even though I said no. And it's just been a godsend in spare number because I did everything. I had my iPhone to remind me of everything. It was awesome.
It's very handy like that.
Oh yeah.
Mine reminds me all the time that I'm meant to be doing something. Amanda, what's your favourite quote or phrase?
Ooh, favorite quote. 80% of life is just showing up. Would
Yes.
probably be my favourite one.
Yes.
I think that's Woody Allen said that, I think, or somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when things are, not seeming to work or stressful or anything, just figure, oh, show up and what happens, and yeah, it comes from that quote.
Excellent. What top 3 tips would you give women who are starting off in business?
Probably with equal amount of time, work on your self-confidence as well as the business, because that's really what drives a business. Business is all about relationships, so it's about feel in your terms. If you're feeling confident and good about yourself, it'll come across. And sincere, the congruency between how you really feel and how you're communicating is really important. So there's no point pretending you're all happy when you're really pissed off. Sorry, what was the question again? I've gotten off track now.
The top 3 tips you'd give women.
Top 3 tips. So first is, work on yourself as well as your business. 2 would never let go of your finances, understanding where they're at and what's happening with the cash flow. That's a big one. Even though it's easier to now, it's not. And 3, no matter who's an expert in your field or wherever, nobody knows your business as well as you do. And I learnt that the hard way, thinking that, this person knows more than I do. I'll let them take over here and there. And in the end, it's your baby, your life. You wouldn't give your child to somebody else to look after. So not that you have to do all the work, but in the end, you know your business better than anyone else is ever going to know it. And you deserve to be where you are.
Exactly. That's beautiful. Now, Michelle, tell us more about where we can buy your boots.
We have online, so depending on where you are in the world, you can jump onto our website at www.bennetsboots.com. That's BENNETTS, boots, BOOTS.com. We also have stores in Sydney, Bridge Road, Oxford Street in Sydney, and Bridge Road in Richmond, in Melbourne,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a factory outlet in Hoppers Crossing. But if you jump online, we have heaps of stockists around Australia, around the world, who stock our range of boots, so you'll be able to see where your closest supplier is.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for your time, Amanda. I'll have a link at the end of the interview letting people know your website address where they can click and go straight on and find their closest stockist. Thanks for your time.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.